By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tennessee Titans. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Throwing first play is Herbert. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. It's Eckler again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit. Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going. Good sign on the opening drive. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, it's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Chargers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for two. It's caught, and it's 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for two, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for two and really put the pressure on them.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Young on third down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Fourth down, Young. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Young will set to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
First and 10, Young. He finds his target. It's Schultz. He's got room at the 30, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. A first down carry for Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Titans at 6-5 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
From the 22, Young. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Touchdown. T. Higgins. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are back within a couple of the lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
So we'll see what Young and his guys can do here as they walk up for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2 unsuccessful. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Herbert. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 8-6 the score after 1. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Off the option, here's Henry. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That throw by Young incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 3rd down, Young from the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. Young's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
11 yards there, just like last play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the...
And it's a Titans touchdown. Dalton Schultz, 31 yards. And the Titans have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Running on first down, Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On second down, Eckler. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Once more, here's Eckler. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback. and that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Flush to his right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's good for 28 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Up the middle with Eckler. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable. Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. They had a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. Well, first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A big play that time for the Titans. 41 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Oh, Young loses it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Point after, right down the middle. And makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From down near his goal line here, Herbert. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. You take it right on the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Titans offense set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And Young's throw there incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Young. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught again by Schultz. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Herbert now. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Eckler. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Going on the ground with Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. Four fingers. What does that mean?
Fingers. That signifies the fourth quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, but we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up. Had that lead, they were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Young. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Young firing quickly, but it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. He'll get it inside the 20. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
Now Young. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Off the play fake, Young. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dalton Schultz with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. He's at the 50. 30, 10, 5.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's gonna pop out of the chart and say, hey man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now they still trail by 1. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Herbert on first down now. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run here with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. On the ground, it's Eckler. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. And he's brought down. 169 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chargers are once again back in front.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I showed my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Herbert now to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone.